How many times I've told you that sometimes these big words that you see up here are many words put together and they lose their original meaning. So metempsychosis is a word that the Hindus use or the East Indians use. And they believe in when you die, your soul can migrate into some sort of a beast or another human, and mostly a cow. This is why their cows are so sacred. But when we take this word apart, then we will understand the true meaning of it. Now, what we're looking at here is made up of 4 components. Some letters have been thrown out, and in order to make it so-called euphonic, that is how it sounds well. So what I'm going to do is take it apart for you. And I did take it apart many times according to the etymologist. But yesterday or the day before, I decided to take it apart my way, self-centered way. And then I got the true meaning of it. So, here we see a word of 4 pieces. And the first one is metta. Here you can see the A is chopped off, and this E here is really M, and you can see the M is chopped off. And here is Psyche, and here you can see this is chopped off. And osis means a state or a condition of. But when we look at these 4 different components, we notice metta means something as a parallel. The parallel, metta. And this M here, we'll write it down. It's Greek for in, and this is soul. And this is the state or condition through which it can go from one creature to another at death. But when we look at it in this way, we don't see anything moving from one place to another, but we can see a soul make its evolutionary advancements. And so when we come to the words Abraham, Isaac, and Joseph, or Jacob, which later becomes Israel, we're not speaking of a person here, we're speaking of souls. We're speaking of a soul that is going through Abraham, Isaac, and Joseph, or Jacob. Now we know that if we read Exodus, and it might be a good idea if you read it, 32, and if those archaic words bother you, get yourself a dictionary that uses modern English, and one of the good ones is the International Version. It uses no archaic English at all. And you will see that when Moses went into the mountains to get the laws or the commandments, And while he was gone, the people became disturbed because Moses was away too long, and they spoke to the priest Aaron, why don't we make our own God and pray to it? So he asked for all the gold, and they put it into a fire, and from it came the cow. So we can see here that their souls were cows. So if you have a house and you get invaded with a particular type of creature, then you know this is your soul. And that soul is trying to get out, trying to change itself. Not get out, but make a metamorphosis, to change into something different. You understand it now? And sometimes that could take a few years, or maybe your whole lifetime. But the thing is to become aware. Aware.